What's going on, guys? I'm Exotic Gaming. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. So I am sure you all remember that viral video game Only Up. It went crazy a couple of months ago. Everybody was playing it, all the big YouTubers and streamers, and there are tons of hilarious clips out there on the internet from people that played the game for hours, climbing further and further up that parkour course. They got really close to the end, and then they made a tiny mistake. They fell all the way back down to the very beginning, and they raged. They broke their computer, they broke their keyboard. It was crazy. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the mobile gamers have missed out on the fun. There isn't a proper Only Up game for mobile devices made by the original developers. So, a lot of other mobile gaming developers have tried to recreate the Only Up experience for mobile, and some of them have done a very good job. There are countless games out there right now on the App Store and the Google Play Store that you can download right now that mimic the Only Up experience for mobile devices. And in today's video, I'll be showing you all 5 of these games plus one bonus game that are very similar to Only Up for iOS and Android devices. All of these games either don't have any ads, or you can turn on airplane mode when you're playing them so you don't have any ad interruption at all. You can totally focus on the Only Up experience. So yes, I hope you all do enjoy this video. If you do, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe, and please share this video with your friends if they're looking for a parkour game on their phone. Thank you so much, guys, and with that being said, let's get into game number 1. All right, guys, so here we are now with the first game on this list. This is a game called Climb Up 3D Parkour Run. Currently, it's only available for Android, though I would assume this game is probably going to come for iOS devices relatively soon. And I actually like this game a lot. It's got better graphics than a lot of these other games that have very similar game mechanics, where it's like an endless parkour game. As you can see, pretty big game. It goes much further than you can see right here, and it's actually a surprisingly tough game. A lot of these other games are pretty easy, but this one in particular definitely gets pretty difficult pretty quickly, so you're going to have to prepare for that. It's got good climbing mechanics. It's also got other unique things like wall running, which I'm going to have to jump down here to show you all. Dang it. No, I died. That's unfortunate. Let's go respawn here. But yes, so there are some unique things in this game that other games don't have, and this is why I wanted to show it to you all. Look, wall running, and that actually is going to be a pretty important thing that you need to know later on, once you get to some walls that you have to climb up and stuff like that. I don't know. It might not be necessarily the best one out there on the list, but I think it's a game that's worth checking out, especially considering this game, as well as basically every other game on this list, is only like, I don't know, between 50 and like 100 megabytes in size. So they're very small. There you go. There's your wall running. And as you can see here, since this game doesn't require any internet at all, you don't have to have any ads at all, which just makes it a much more enjoyable experience. Though, another interesting thing about this game is it does have multiplayer as well. So I think you can add some people, or at least create a room, and if your friends have the same game as you, they can just search up your room and then join you, and then you can make a proper multiplayer server. Though, keep in mind, with a game like this, if you do play in multiplayer, you're going to need internet, and there's probably going to be a lot of ads. So, yes, that is game number 1. So here we are, my friends, in game number 2. Yes, it actually is PUBG Mobile, but bear with me before you click off this video. I don't know if you guys realize this, but you can create custom matches now in PUBG Mobile. And of course, as you can see here, someone has recreated Only Up. If you search up 346377 in the WoW tab, you will see Parkour Race Only Up. You can select that, then click Select Mode, and then Start. Now, the wildest thing about this game is it's still PUBG Mobile, but you're going to be playing Only Up, as you can see right here, and you're going to have PUBG Mobile physics when you're playing Only Up. A lot of these other games have basically tried to recreate the physics in Only Up. This game still has PUBG Mobile physics, so you're going to have to adapt your play style to more reflect what you would do in PUBG, for instance, if you were trying to do a glitch or a secret location or something like that. Now, I do want to say, as we're playing a little bit of this PUBG Mobile Only Up, there is a version of this for Fortnite Mobile. I'm sure you guys might know that you can create custom matches in Fortnite Mobile, though I personally prefer the PUBG one, just because I think PUBG has better game physics, and it just works a little bit better. So that's why I'm showing you the PUBG one instead of Fortnite. But if you're a Fortnite mobile player, you love Fortnites on your phone, you can just search up on Google only up Fortnite, and then you can join the custom room that way. But yes, this is only up on PUBG Mobile. It works surprisingly well. It's probably the one that's going to last the longest out of any of the games on this list. Oh my god, I suck. I completely failed right there. That sucks. And yeah, as you can see, it's definitely a tough one. It's harder than the other one that I showed you all beforehand, and I don't know, it's something that you might want to check out. I have not gotten anywhere close to finishing, but there are people that have already tried to set world records completing this as fast as possible, and yeah, this is only up in PUBG Mobile. Game number 3 is this game right here, Dumb Ways to Climb. And you might look at that logo and think it's kind of familiar. That is because this is made by the same developers as the game Dumb Ways to Die. Now, the reason I am showing you this game is because I think this game has a ton of potential. At the moment, it's not necessarily the best one, like Only Up. It's pretty primitive, it's kind of glitchy, and it's not the best out there, but the developers of this game have made another very successful game, so I think they're going to put a lot of effort into this one to try to make it as good as possible. So several months down the line, this game might end up being way better than some of the other ones I have said on this list. So at the moment, yeah, it's not necessarily the best. It's only got like a 3.5 star rating on the Google Play Store. Same as the App Store. This is a game that is available for both iOS and Android, but it might still be something that you want to check out. I think they're going to improve the graphics over time. You know, the city kind of looks a little bit barren and weird, but I think over time, other than the PUBG Mobile only up one, this is the only one that really might improve a lot. A lot of the other ones on this list that I'm going to show you all are probably going to be very similar to what it looks like right now, months in the future, because I don't think developers are going to put a ton of effort into improving them. But this one might be a bit different. There are multiple different courses that you can go, I guess, and it's really cool. Oh boy. Look at this. And it works. It works. It would be a fun game to just check out. Oh my god, I almost died. Oh, that would have been close. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Oh, that's unfortunate. And we got spawned all the way back to the very beginning. But yeah, it's pretty primitive, but it does everything that it needs to for an only up game. It's an endless parkour game that goes further and further up into the sky. And you might want to check this game out. I don't really know. I mean, I understand if this one is a no for you, just because, you know, there are other games that are on this list that are better. But if you've already played them before, you want something that's a little bit different, Dumb Ways to Climb might be the game for you. Available for both iOS and Android. And yeah, let's go move on to the next game. So here we are with another game on this list. This game is called Only Way Up Parkour Simulator. I don't know about you, but I actually like this game. It's got good graphics, it feels a bit more polished compared to some of the other ones on this list, and it doesn't require any internet, which is a huge selling point. You're not going to be bombarded with 10 billion ads while you're playing this game. Any game that requires internets that's like this, I would immediately write it off and just say it's not worth it. But this game doesn't. So yeah, even though it might not necessarily be completely polished yet with the background looking a little bit janky, it's got nice graphics. Everything looks and flows pretty well. And the different thing about this game is it's more of stages. There's interesting things like this here, as you can see, where the floor actually moves. I believe there is a trampoline or a bed that you can jump onto that makes your character jump way up high into the sky. And I kind of like how it's more of stages as opposed to just, you know, one endless only up game, because you're able to pause it a little bit more easily. With some of these other games, you kind of have to just play it for a long time. And then whenever you end, you kind of just realize that you're going to have to start all the way back from the very beginning. Not this one. You play these like few second long stages and they're cool. See, look at that. That's a unique feature that some of these other games don't have. Oh no, I fell down. Well, let me just jump on my bed right here and get right back onto the power line area. It's cool. I don't know, man. It's neat. This game is potentially worth your time, especially if they can fix that weird glitchy looking sky that's in the background. Another neat thing about this game is there are some power-ups, I believe, as well. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to watch an ad to be able to get them. I'm not gonna do that myself. I don't think it's personally worth it. There's also this little snail button that you can press and make things in slow motion. Though it's not gonna make this in slow motion, so it's probably not worth it. But yeah, you can make things in slow motion here just to make it maybe a little bit easier and more precise when you're jumping. And I don't know, it just makes things a little bit different compared to all these other games. So many games are so similar. Look, and it even breaks the floor. Dang it. Well, I died. No thanks. We're going to have to start this stage again. But yeah, that is Only Way Up. Might be something that you want to check out. Let's move on to the bonus game. So here we are on the bonus game on this list. The reason I have made this a bonus game is because this is a vertical game, and a lot of people might not necessarily like games like this. So I don't think it would be worth including it as one of the 5 on this list. This is just a bonus one, and it's a little bit different. It's more of a free running game than anything. It's a multiplayer free running game, and you kind of just move your thumb from side to side, and you race these other people. They're not real people. It's an offline game. I'm playing offline right now, but it's just different. And it's one of these games where you have to be kind of precise, make sure you don't make tons of mistakes, or else these other people are going to catch up and get further and beat you. But yeah, there's automatic wall running, automatic jumping, and it's neat. It's different. And I think a lot of you guys are probably not going to like it, which is why I did make it as a bonus game. But it is a pretty popular game. It's got 100 million downloads or some ridiculous number like that. I don't even know. It's cool. Nonetheless, I think you might want to check this game out. It's literally just called Parkour Race, and it is available for both iOS and Android devices. So yeah, if you're looking for a free running game where you don't have to put tons of effort into mastering the controls, just have a simple game where you just move your thumb from side to side to try to control your character, this might be a game that you want to check out, because the courses certainly get a lot more difficult as the time progresses. I'm only on stage number 5, and it's actually turning into a pretty complicated one. Look at that. Look at me go. There we go. Hey, we did it. So yeah, that is the bonus game. Now let's move on to the final game on this list. So here we are, my friends, with the final game on this list. This game is called Up High 3D Parkour Challenge. Unfortunately, it's only an Android game. I really, really wish this game was available for iOS, because this is one of the best games that has that whole parkour type aesthetic that Only Up, or Only Way Up, or whatever that game is called, has. As you can see, you can watch videos and get special abilities. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to press no thanks. And this game looks the most polished out of all of the games on this list. It literally looks pretty complete. Some of the other games on this list kind of look like they're in a beta state, I'm not going to lie. But this game looks really, really good. I love this graphic style. Look at that. There's even me, the YouTuber. He's even almost got the same color shirt as me. My shirt's blue. His shirt's purple. But yeah, it's got nice graphics. And I think this game would perform very well on lower-end devices as well. It's not ridiculously difficult, at least in the very beginning, but I do think as you progress further and further up, it gets more and more difficult. And that's what you want with a game like that. You don't want a game where it's way too difficult right at the very beginning. You want a game where you can play it more and more, get more experience with the controls, and then over time, you know, it gets more and more difficult. And I think this game really hits the nail on the head with everything in terms of your special power-ups that you get, these checkpoints that you can get, and the fact that this game also is an offline game if you want it to be, so you're not going to have 10 billion ads playing every single time you reach a checkpoint or something like that. It just makes it a much more enjoyable experience. But yeah, this is probably the best game on this list in my personal opinion. Arguably, some of the other ones are better. You know, I really like the PUBG Mobile Only Up one. I really like some of the other ones and their graphic style. First one on this list was really good, to be fair. And they're just all pretty solid games. I would download all of them, just check them out, see which one is your favorite, and then you can just uninstall whichever one you don't like. The nice thing about the PUBG Mobile one is if you already have PUBG installed, you don't have to install something else. With these other games, you are going to have to download a different game, but you know, they're only like 80 megabytes in size. Some of them are even smaller. So yes, all of these game links will be down below in the description. A lot of these games are not available for iOS, so just keep that in mind. If there is an iOS download, I will be providing it. And yeah, that is about it. So I really hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe for more videos on all sorts of different mobile games. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next episode.